Hello everyone, Henry Wildberry coming at you from Annapolis, California. And Miss Cools and I are out on a overnight bikepacking trip, and we stopped here at this little fruit stand to check out what they have to sell. And what you're seeing here in the background, the haze in the sky, that is from all the smoke from all the wildfires that are burning right now in California. So anyway, with enough of that, let's get on with this overnight bikepacking adventure. Are you ready to do that, Miss Cools?
Oh yeah.
Okay, come with me. So when you're out here like 200 miles away from home, at least you know you can get some pickles. Well, this place is open from 8 to 5. Let me see. It says 8 to 6 over here though. Here it says 8 to 6. Right here.
I'm not an experienced camper or anything, but I think that you filled this out. $10.
There's actually some water in the river, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Bring our floaties?
I did. It's a little cold though. Wow, we've become pros at setting this up. We do that in we set up the whole camp in 20 seconds. All right, let's go down to Gualala now and see if we can get some food and dinner. We're gonna get some food for tomorrow, but we've got our stove here. We've got coffee for the morning. What else do we need? Some granola.
Let's go see what they have. I probably don't drink that. Do you like the good news or the bad news?
Uh-oh. Is there bad news?
Well, there's a taqueria here, but closed at 6.
No way. What kind of place closes at 6? Like a restaurant closes at 6?
Yeah, I guess we are in a sleepy seaside town.
Oh my gosh.
But
okay.
I see a sign over there that says Mexican food.
Oh yeah.
We could try that.
We can try that.
The sign kind of looks like it's faded, so I don't know if it still has Mexican food, but we'll find out.
Is there anything else in town? Well, Miss Cools was wrong. This taqueria was actually open after all. That's okay. We were just about to pay $23 for vegetarian meatballs at the View? At the View.
Is that what it was?
It's called
supposed to be?
View.
It was
V-U-E.
Oh,
I was going to pay $23 because across the street there was a pizzeria and they told us there was an hour and a half minimum wait. And they only had regular cheese. They didn't even have vegetarian cheese.
Yeah, we were like, you didn't want to wait an hour and a half for pizza. I didn't either. I didn't want to pay $23 for meatballs. So we weren't going to be in agreement on dinner. So we decided to roll down this way. And that's when you saw that.
It said open on the sign.
Yeah, computers aren't always smarter than humans, I guess, because Google Maps said it closed at 6. So, last night, it seems a raccoon, or maybe one of those birds that's been squawking, ran off with our pot to boil the water in, and the collapsible filter.
Yeah,
so we're going to have to improvise, because I swear I brought them, but they weren't in our bags this morning.
Yeah, because remember I asked you at least twice. Do you have everything we need for coffee? And you said, oh yeah, it's all here. So the birds somehow
They must have
grabbed it
out of my
ran
bags.
off with it.
Yeah, because they weren't here this morning.
We're just gonna try something here. We're gonna use this metal cup and try to heat water up, but it seems, I don't know, we'll see if it works. We don't have a coffee filter, so we'll hold this like that and make our coffee old school.
I'll get back to you to let you know if it works or not. But wow, this campground reminds me of being in like the Rainforest Cafe, where it's real but it's fake because there's no wind or no moisture. It just feels so calm that it doesn't feel like you're in nature.
Okay, so this is coffee shop number 2.
Which one looks the best to you?
Oh man, well all three look good. I think this, and this. I think I go in that order. This, and that, but I don't know, maybe that's really good. I don't know.
You went in size order, I noticed.
Yeah,
this one looks
that's true.
best. Biggest one's bound to have more sweets.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet stuff in it.
Mm. Wow. Try it. That's the chocolate. Let's try this one next. Ooh, look at that coming out of there. That's like caramel. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That's actually really good. Better than I was expecting. Has a little bit of a coconut caramel chocolate flavor to it. We probably should have got 2 of those. I don't think one was good enough. Let's see. Okay. That's a tasty cookie. A very tasty cookie, actually. Of all 3, which one's your favorite?
Maybe the cookie.
Really? The cookie, huh?
Weird, huh?
No, I think that I'm gonna take this one,
that one,
and then this, and then this, and then just as a general cookie, I do think it's a really good cookie. If I were just looking for a cookie, I would definitely buy that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Darcy! Darcy, your coffee's getting cold. We are at cafe number 3 for the day. This is Cafe Aquatica here in Jenner, California. So we're gonna have to do a little bike check, I think, soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just talk briefly of our stuff,
Okay.
just for this trip. You know, maybe, I don't know, may not be that interesting, but I think we should do a little bike check.
Okay.
There's a couple things I want to point out on my bike. How about you? Anything specific you want to say about your bike? So,
Oh my god, this is a lot of coffee.
they were all out of oat milk, so I got almond milk. All right, so here is the bike. This is the Fit Cycles bike, and just the main thing I guess I'll say about it for this is I have a larger tire on the front. That's a 48 millimeter wide tire, and that's the new wheel I built yesterday. It's working out great, no problems with it so far. And I did measure the tire. That's a 48 millimeter tire, and with it on that rim, it's a slightly wider rim. It actually measured out to 47.8 millimeters. The tire and wheel on the back is a Panaracer Parimoto 42 millimeter wide tire, and that is an older Pacenti PL23 rim that is no longer available. They do not make those anymore, and I got a set of those from an actual viewer who sent one to me. He offered it up and I took it. So I've been using it as a spare wheel, but it has a Shimano Ultegra rear hub and a 11 to 32 cassette on it. The rear, well, let's mention the bags here. That front bag is a Ruthworks ultra light rando bag that I have set up for that rack. No Decalure. And then the rear bag is just your typical bike packing bag. But the biggest part of this is the sandals on the back. Now those are strategically set up as they are actually tailwind boosters, and the way they work is when the wind starts to push on the bike from the back, you get a tailwind, those kind of push forward and give you a little extra push from the wind. When you're going forward and you have a headwind, they fold back and get out of the way. So they are very ingeniously designed for this bike packing setup. That is a Toe Peak saddlebag. I don't know much about it. I got it at the local bike shop, and it works out. And on the front, I just used my rando rack and just strapped my sleeping bag and sleeping roll on the other side, just using basic Velcro straps, and then works out great. It's a real simple setup, no extra racks, and all the weight, most of the weight's on the front there. Miss Cools, on the other hand, she's rocking the Ruthworks saddlebag, bike packing bag type thing. She's got the tarp for the tent strapped onto it, and she has the handle, or she went away from the handlebar bag for this trip and just used the frame bag as a so that works out for her. And she found out it was on backwards this morning, so flipped it around, and it gave her a little more room for her front shifting, because she's got those down tube shifters, and they are actually very close to the bag. And when it was flipped around, it didn't actually, it's kind of getting in the way, but she fixed it by flipping it the correct way. Who would have known? So anyway, and then she's
things the wrong way, so then I feel cool when I fix it. I feel good when I fix it.
Oh yeah, it's always nice feeling like, oh wow, I fixed something. And then you've got for your front fork, you're running the what do you call those racks on the front fork? Anything cages. And she has on her anything cages the tent poles, her sleeping roll, and sleeping bag. So that's it. And I had to carry all the food because she doesn't have any room to carry food, so I got the food chore. Yeah.
Actually, I do have some room left in the saddlebag.
Do you?
Yeah.
What room do you have?
Because I have some room in the saddlebag. Yeah. I could have carried some food in there. But
Oh yeah, that's right. You did have a little room in the saddlebag. So anyway, right on. So that's it.
just our little overnight bike tour. We just rode up to Kuala, but we
I
need.
can't bike, but I'm friends with bikers. Yay, 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 yay. Woo!
Right on. Perfect.
That's gonna make it what it needed.
Say retired teacher. Goes wild.
Retired teacher.
Retired teacher goes wild. Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just an extra in the movie here. You guys can
We
go
needed
ahead.
a little Sonoma County.
Go.
Alright, I need to make a quick correction. I said that I built this wheel yesterday, but that's not true. I meant the day before yesterday, because yesterday we were riding up to Gualala. So actually it was a mistake. Okay, we made it back. All good in the hood. Let's see. All right, well, we made it back in record time. Uploading finished with errors. Of course, everything's gonna be in an error. today's ride from Walala was 51 miles and only 3,800 feet, but it felt like a lot more than that. But we averaged 13 miles per hour. That's pretty fast, actually, considering this weighs quite a bit more than I would normally ride it with. Hey, we averaged 13 miles an hour today. Yeah, how did that happen?
I wonder I'm in Bonkville right now.
Yeah. Crazy. 13 average. That's pretty good for 51 miles with all this weight on our bikes. So, what can we conclude this video with, Miss Cools? What do you suggest I say as a conclusion? And that's gonna finish up this little overnight adventure. Hope all of you enjoyed following along with us, and thanks again for following along. And I will be announcing soon where we'll be making this donation, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful evening. See you later.